So what is going on, people? Welcome to episode 44 of the Sheffield Wednesday Career Mode here on EFC 24. I hope you're doing well. And well, today we begin the month of December. It's a very busy month, so we're going to split it into two, this episode and of course next episode. But before we get into what is to come today, let's just show you where we are in the Premier League table. As it stands, we sit in a very healthy fourth position, very much helped by a couple of massive results last time out. We are 4 points adrift of Brighton, who we do play today, but probably some expected company in and around these positions. Newcastle were up there last season, challenging towards the start of the season. Arsenal, United, of course, as well. But some of the bigger teams, like some City, Spurs, Chelsea, Liverpool, really struggling so far this season. But then if we have a look at what is to come today, you've probably already seen our opening match is against West Ham. That is our first game and we will be playing at home. We then travel to Brighton, as I said, in the middle of this episode, a midweek fixture down on the south coast. I'm pretty sure we won that game last season. And then to finish, a home game against Everton, who are sort of in the lower half of the table, I do believe. So yeah, a very busy month. Next episode isn't going to get much easier with a couple of tough away games in there. But we've already shown last episode with a win at the Etihad and a win at Anfield that this season could be promising some bright things for us. So if you are looking forward to this episode, make sure you pop a like on there for me, subscribe to the channel. And well, the team's undergone a bit of an evolution recently in terms of movement of positions. Pizarro's in there, of course, scored the winner at Liverpool in the last game, so we'll continue in that role. Is still getting his -1 debuff, playing in the centre mid. Of course, he is naturally a central defensive midfielder, but I think we are training him as centre mid, so should get more comfortable. But yeah, plenty of capable options on the bench as well. But we have also called up some youngsters because we're filling out our academy and we're running out of spots. So we've called up these three guys. They've all arranged loan spells. These two were Schneider and McKenzie were the ones that would come through as like centre backs or whatever, and we retrained them as left wingers, and their overall group are like 25 apiece. So yeah, madness. But all three of these guys, including Lee, have got loan spells lined up in January. And of course Cantero is going to be leaving us as well, so we need to start scouting some potential new strikers to come in January, even though we already have Salah and Sadiq, who are both doing fantastic jobs for us. So maybe we can bring in an extra body elsewhere, but we'll see. For now, though, that's enough jabbering. Let's go and play West Ham, shall we? Who sit in 6th, so not a bad start to the season for them either. So for the first game against West Ham, then, this is how our visitors line up. Valles is in goal for them. A back four of Hickey, Pavard, Edson Alvarez and Conan. Hjulmand and Souček in the middle. Kudus on the right, Cornet on the left, Irving in behind Pavlidis. Of course, Pavlidis, the one that scored an absolute belting free kick against us in this fixture last season. Some options on the bench. Ivan Ilic is certainly a good option to have, but they have some good players, the likes of Kudus, Hjulmand in there as well. Pavard in West Ham colours. But yeah, so it certainly probably won't be a rollover, I'd imagine. But as we said, we picked up a win in this fixture last season. I believe it was a 3-1 win. So hopefully we can replicate something similar, as Salah is looking to get in behind early doors, and he gets on to the end of that. We'll have to cut back though. There's an option on the edge. It's Pizarro. Oh, falls to, I think it's Franca actually. And oh, it's a lovely turn from Pizarro. I thought it was Salah. That's why I just turned and, oh well, I assumed it would be Salah in that position. I turned and just tried to finesse that into the bottom corner. But yeah, Pizarro seemed to take forever and a day to line that one up. And Cornet is the offside. He is just about the striker. A good line from us back there. I can't remember what I was saying now. Yeah, hopefully we can pick up a win like we did last season. And lovely, we can get this away from Pukstas. It's going to be Franca, who's in fine goal scoring form himself. 3 in his last 3, it popped up before the game. And he's brought us a long way up the pitch, but he will have to cut back. There's a ball. Oh, there was a gap there. Although that might be loose. We can pick on that. Pukstas. Barrios will try from distance. Oh, and it was curling. It was pretty central despite the curl on it. And Vaez comfortable enough to turn it round the post. Skov to whip this one in, aiming for Pukstas, but that's easy for the keeper to collect. But that probably will be the half-time whistle. Indeed it is. A good start from us, and we haven't really forced a properly good opportunity. But certainly just, towards the end of the half, died off. Bit of a stalemate this one. Needs something a bit special to make a difference in this one. Misplays pass, and now can Salah. Oh, it's a lovely turn. Just uses agility to get away, and now the defender has stopped. And Elias Salah will find that top corner, and it will be 1-0. And we said we needed something special to separate these two sides. And it's not necessarily something special, but certainly someone special who has broken the deadlock. Just a lovely piece of agility to send his defender. The old classic drop of the shoulder. And, well, he left the defender for dead. Pavard didn't seem that interested, to be honest, until it was too late to come across. But by then, Salah had picked his spot and duly obliged with the finish. Nothing Vaez could do. That was right in the top corner. And what we mentioned at the start of the episode that Cantero will need replacing in January. But when you've got Salah and Sadiq up front, maybe you don't need any extra attacking options. Oh, good pressure from Franco. He's unlucky that West Ham playing it really nicely now. And Ilic is going to try and get the run on Mascara, but it's forced backwards. Much better play from the Hammers. Ball inside. Oh, Mascara's... Oh, what a finish that is. Mascara's just overdone that one, and Pavlidis able to get a clean run at goal, but then I couldn't change to anyone quick enough to close him down. Mascara just overcooks it, and Pavlidis, he scored a great goal here last season. That's not bad either. Near post, puts that right in the top corner. Could Trafford be doing better? I don't know. It is right in the corner. It's a lovely finish, and well, ever since going a goal behind, West Ham have certainly turned things up. And maybe a justified leveller. Oh. Now they're coming forward again. Oh, and he's done it again, Pavlidis. Cannon comes across. And, well, it forces Pavlidis into the strike. Tried the Trivella into the far corner. Trafford equal to it, but now it's West Ham putting on the pressure as Duranville is the one coming on in place of Maxwell Cornet. Probably a better option on that left-hand side, as dare say, but Pavlidis. Well, he's certainly got his mojo flowing after that goal, hasn't he? Tracking back to help out his team defensively. Big tackle from Reggie Cannon, though, when we needed it most. Franca, lovely turn. And now trying to get away. And Barrios down this left-hand side. Hasn't got much to aim at in the middle, though, so we'll cut back. Franca, tries to get that into Salah, but lovely interception. Into the final 10 minutes. Is either side going to pick up a winner, or are the spoils going to be shared? Salah. Oh, there's a ball in here for Pukstas, and he will win it for Sheffield Wednesday. Oh, well, I didn't really commentate on anything happening because he was coming forward, but I didn't really see an option. All of a sudden, Pukstas made the run. I thought, I'll try and thread it through. And I thought, as soon as it left his boot, I thought he'd overcooked it. I really thought he'd just overplayed it, but the keeper stayed at home. Pukstas able to get on the end of it. Vaez should be coming to collect that. I'd be favourite for that all day long and would have beaten Pukstas to it. But a lovely strike across goal. Vaez just not quick enough to react to it. And the American does it again. Into the 90th minute, and he's come up with a winner. Out to Hickey, crossed. Oh my word! And well, Trafford just about beats Ilic to the ball there. I was a bit heart in mouth there, but thankfully the keeper comes out on top. We pick up 3 points. Oh well, time to get your breath back after that. Just a matter of Brighton away next. Well, for our second game, this top four clash on the south coast, this is how our hosts, top of the table Brighton line up. Verbruggen in goal, back four of Tomiyasu, Akanji, Van Heck and Ferland Mendy. There's a big gap in that central defence, I realise. Moda and Dahoud in the middle, Mazilu on the right and Ingra on the left. Aymar Aroz in behind Mathis Tell. That's a massive signing for Brighton. Igor is on the bench, Chilwell there, but nothing really on the bench that scares me. I dare say, this Brighton team overperforming. We've had to make a couple of changes in the midfield. A couple of players not fit, Barrios and Skov. So we've brought Sanderberg in. He's going to sit alongside Pizarro. We've pushed up Pukskas to the 10 role. And Manhoef is coming on the right. Franca is on the left. So a little bit of a reshuffle, but Pukstas has shown his goal-scoring prowess this season already. So him in the 10 is certainly nothing to be worried about. And hopefully Manhoef coming in can give Ferland Mendy a bit of a torrid time. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this Brighton team plays. We did win this fixture last season, but Brighton were a very different beast back then. Franca, that's not the best pass forward. Salah already trying to get in behind as Pukstas comes across. He looks ready for this one early doors. I think in a way as well, actually, playing Sanderberger in alongside Pizarro might sort of give us a bit more, maybe sort of steel defensively. He's certainly, I would say, a more defensive-minded midfielder, even though I think Sanderberg is kind of just a bit of an all-rounder, really. That's a lovely block. Whereas Pukstas, I would say, is more sort of like a box-to-box. So if you're going to give him sort of like FM roles, if you like, I think Pukstas is very much like a box-to-box sort of player. Pizarro, much more sort of defensive-minded. Maybe, if not a ball winner, because of his size, that's a superb piece of plate. And thankfully, a great save from Trafford, and we can win the goal kick. Yeah, so Pizarro, like I said, maybe a ball winner, if not because of his size, perhaps like a deep line playmaker. But he is very good at winning the ball in those central midfield areas. But he's got Alvarez with him, and he's going to get beaten. Is the Uruguayan? Thankfully, he can get back there. It's a good tackle in the end from Franca. Oh, and a strong tackle from Mazilu. Yeah, that chance. The space was there for Salah, so my first instinct was go for goal, and then it opened up to the side of him. Oh, it's good. Good play from Oda. Opened up to the side of him, so I thought, oh no, I'll turn and get the pass off. Got caught in two minds. Oh, cannon net. That's a lovely ball. Can I switch to the right person, please? And well, the ball played into Mathis Tell, and he's buried it. A really good finish, just smashes it low in behind Trafford. But there's a couple of times in recent games we've been caught out by not being able to change to the right player. Mascara, by the time I'd selected him, was far too late. Tell had the ball for a long time. Selected where he wanted to go, and I need to check this now because it's really starting to get on my nerves. And now Pizarro, nice switch out to Manhoef. Hasn't really had much of a say in this game. And well, if he's going to continue to contribute like that, he might not have much of a say at all in this game. But there goes the half-time whistle, and it is those home fans who are enjoying the better of it so far in this game, who've just not been at the races whatsoever. Little ball into Salah. Oh, and again, these centre-backs have got Salah down on lock. Akanji's had a solid game, and Van Heck is certainly following suit. Now Patterson has been beaten by Adingra, who's got plenty of speed. Simon Adingra. Oh, and he's just made it an absolute joke of Nathan Patterson. And there's the finish. I think it's Aymar Aroz with the second, and that's going to be game over. It is indeed. Well, I wrote off this Brighton side. Overachieving, I said. Doubted their credentials. And they come into this game and just show me why. They have a real... It's like one of the first games on FIFA where I felt like the opposition have had a real determination. Like, they haven't necessarily pressed like pressed us to death or outplayed us, but they just determination to do things well, do things right. I've never really noticed something like that before, but Moda. Great ball in, and it's found its man, and that is 3-0. Mazalu, the man who scores the goal. A lovely header, there's no question about that, but just nothing we can do. We've been well and truly not even outplayed. Well, we have been outplayed, but properly well beaten by Brighton. They look like the real deal this season. Fair play to them. It's 3-0. Berg, Sadiq. He's got the run on Van Heck. Umar Sadiq. Well, he will grab us a consolation goal off the bench, Umar Sadiq, as he bundles over Verbruggen. Okay, I wanted him to pick up the ball, but never mind. Well, it's the first time we've been able to exploit the Brighton defence. Maybe it's tired legs. But Sadiq, fresh on, has made some sort of difference. He'll certainly get the start in the next game, as I haven't been too impressed with Salah in this game. But there was the full-time whistle. Full credit to Brighton. They certainly deserve their top spot after playing like that. Could have no reservations, no questions. It is what it is. Everton well beaten, though, in their last game. So hopefully we can get back on the winning trail as we drop down to 5th now. Well, for this final game of the episode then, our visitors at Everton line up like this. Aitel Fernandez in goal. Back for McLeod, Keane, Ian Cashin, former Sheffield Wednesday defender, of course, and Miroshi at the back. Puado on the right, Phillips and Kamara in the middle, Dwight McNeil on the left, and Scott Olsen in behind Dominic Calvert-Lewin. That Montero doesn't look too bad. Sergio Cameo on the bench, Trufa Chevalier. I think they've got 2 goalkeepers on the bench. Interesting, both decently rated as well, and both higher rated than Aitor Fernandez. We've made a couple of changes again. Alvarez shattered, so Perez comes in from the start. We've gone back to Puskas and Pizarro in the middle. Salah drops to the 10. Sadiq comes in. Franca drops to the bench. He's not 100% fit anyway. So, yeah, hopefully in the rain in Sheffield, Sadiq can continue his goal-scoring form. We haven't really scored that many goals this episode. 3 and 2 is certainly not bad, of course, but considering how free-flowing we were in the last episode, it'd be nice if we could grab some more goals and put Everton to the sword, really. It's funny how I said having Berger and Pizarro in the middle of midfield. Oh, my word, that's not a good challenge. Berger and Pizarro in the middle of the midfield in the last game would probably give us more defensive steel. And we conceded 3 goals and were well beaten. So, well, that wasn't in the script. Who's that? Dwight McNeil it is, with his weaker right foot, has arrowed that one into the bottom corner. And well, from a set piece, Everton love scoring a set piece, it feels like, certainly under Sean Dyche. He's just brought that down, turned and arrowed that into the bottom corner. That's certainly a good finish. And not the start we were looking for. It's what, 5 minutes into the game? 6 minutes in, and Everton have a lead. And it's not going well for me today, it must be said. Get this ball out wide. Salah can find Skov. Try and find a good ball to Sadiq, and we'll get the ball into Salah, and Salah will just pass that one back into the back of the net. And well, we were only behind for 3 minutes, and Elias Salah grabbed one in the first game. He grabs one in the third. Seems to enjoy playing at home in this episode, but Sadiq involved as well. A lovely ball infield though from Skov in that gap. Great run from Salah. Good turn from Sadiq. Only really one place that Salah can aim at, but he picks that spot, and as he always does, just seems to side foot everything, and that's a lovely finish into that corner. Well, maybe Everton were wishing they put one of their 2 goalies that are better than Aitor Fernandez on the bench in goal. They might have stopped that. As I said earlier, in the summer, Chevalier was a goalkeeper we were looking at, and he obviously got his move in the end in this summer, because he certainly wasn't at Everton when we looked at him. Skov into Sadiq though. Pukstas. Salah turns. Oh, that is postage stamp, isn't it? And well, in a matter of being behind for well, not even 3 minutes. Within 9 minutes, we've turned it around and now we're winning. 15 minutes just about on the clock. Naito Fernandez already knows he's in for a tough afternoon. But Puigdas, lovely little pass to Salah. And just got the first time shot again with the side foot. And that is properly postage stamp stuff in those goldy bronze boots. Pick that out. No keeper in the world is saving that shot. And well, maybe the number 10, maybe we do need more attacking options after all. Because at this moment in time, it looks like Salah and Sadiq is the combo in the 10 and the 9. But Salah, Skov. Oh, there's the wrong side of the defender, Cashin. Although he's been robbed as Aaron Cashin. Sadiq will find Salah, and Salah will put his foot through that one, and that is 3-1. And he has a 12-minute hat-trick, Elias Salah. Everton are just falling apart defensively here. Aaron Cashin, our former man, having a terrible afternoon. Nothing said. All the intro was about Nathan Patterson, of course, playing against his former club. But the focus really, I think, should have been on Aaron Cashin because he's been given the runaround. And well, that slow start in 6 minutes not only woke us up, but we shot wide awake with going a goal behind. My word, we have responded to it magnificently. 3-1. Salah. It's out to Skov. Back to Salah. It opened up for Elias Salah. He's put his foot through that one. And he's found the bottom corner. Well, he wouldn't have been able to side foot that one into the back of the net from that far out. But he's grabbed 4 in this afternoon. My word, what a performance from the little Italian. Into double figures now for the season, I'm fairly sure. Even with his first goal, I'm fairly sure he was into double figures. But that's almost knuckleball style, the way that ball's moved. And it is, you see the trajectory of it, the way, it didn't necessarily do that, but the way the ball spun. He's hit that so cleanly, and it's just dipping. A horrible one for goalkeepers. Naito Fernandez certainly not covering himself in glory this afternoon. Not a lot he could have done about the goals, though, to be perfectly honest. 4-1. This game is won. Can we get a switch to the right person? No, we can't, and it's cost us a goal. Of course it has. It's Dwight McNeil with a second. It's a lovely finish, reminiscent of Salah's last goal. But again, switching defender has cost me there, but it's a great strike, no question. Patterson beaten really easily, and well, not a lot of traffic could do. That's right in the corner. Fair play to Dwight McNeil. Berg, that's a lovely piece of play, and Sadiq is in behind now. And Umar Sadiq will get his goal. It will be 5, and we restore our 3-goal advantage. And well, Everton just pushing forward in the hope of maybe trying to get something out of this game, but leaving holes. And against an attack like ours, that is absolutely criminal when you got a man like this one up front for you. Started this game after scoring in the last one. A bit of a consolation. And this one, he won't get a much easier goal than that. He's got half the field to work with and run into. And well, just puts his foot through that. No messing this time around. Is he going to get the run on McLeod? It looks like he might, but hasn't got the angle to get a ball in. So Puigdas will find Sander Berger, who in turn will find Franca. And that, I expected to be offside. But Mateus Franca says, don't leave me out of the equation. He's on the score sheet now. It must have been tight with the offside, but I saw the gap and thought I'd take the chance. And well, it's turned out to be a lovely opportunist goal. But Mateus Franca on as a substitute. Lovely piece of... It's the other centre-back. It's not Cashin. Whoever else is playing centre-back has just dropped too far deep. And it's, Frank has found the space. And duly punished them. As Everton get it for him. But that will be that. Well, certainly a good way to end the episode after the disappointing defeat to Brighton. What a way to get ourselves back on track. And we got some good minutes into players that would never normally play otherwise, likes of Lewis Miley and Kaiki coming on late doors. As Brighton are beaten by Aston Villa. Okay, that certainly spices things up. And well, if we have a look at the table, and well, Brighton have been knocked off top spot. It's now Arsenal who are there. We're still 4 points adrift at this stage. Brighton have actually lost a few games, only drawn 1 this season though. But yeah, 4 points adrift. and we've got a couple points gap, but only down to Villa though, so it's still very tight at the top, and then a bit of a gap to Brentford down in 8th. So all looking good as we'll hit the halfway stage of the season at the end of the next episode as we turn into the new year. But that is not bad. I will take that today. Just be nice if we can get 3 good results in an episode rather than maybe 2 and 1. But I mean, we did alright last episode, despite that 3-3 draw against Leeds, which was madness. But yeah, next time out we start with a trip to Newcastle, who sit in 2nd, and then a trip to Villa Park on Boxing Day. That was a really good game last season, a catalyst for our upturn in form as well. And then we finish the episode with a home game against Jude Bellingham's Spurs. Well, that's certainly going to be an interesting episode. But guys, if you have enjoyed this one, by all means, please pop a like on the video for me, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you in the next one.